If you have a dream and you follow a crowd, you will never reach to your dream. Rather, by the time you reach a point, and that will be your exit point. So you have to make a decision over the choices. What to do, how to do. Whether to follow the tradition, that is being the orthodox, or go some non-conventional way, innovative way, so being the unorthodox. Decision is on your part. Now, look at the special theory of Albert Einstein. According to a special theory of Albert Einstein, E is equal to delta m into c square, where E stands for energy, delta m mass or change in mass called mass defect, and c being equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, speed of light in vacuum. If you go back to the traditional Newtonian era, mass and energy were two different entities, and therefore there are two conservation laws. One, the conservation of mass, and another one is the conservation of energy. But with the advent of Albert Einstein, mass is also a kind of energy. So we think of the conservation of mass energy, right? Associated with each mass or the mass defect, change in the mass, there is an energy value associated called mass energy equivalence. Okay? Look at the Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, called the father of the nation, was with entirely different, a special opinion. Gandhi or the Gandhian philosophy was not a part of the crowd. He or his philosophy or the ideas were unique. Sat Ahimsa, tolerance, trustship, universal brotherhood, honesty. Now, the English came to India to trade with in 1600 AD through East India Company. East India Company was a company of businessmen who was given permission by the British Queen to trade in India. During the company business, the policy, from time to time, the company's people were tough enough to expand their business by this way or that way. The policy might not have been the conducive to human thought, philosophy, life, and its existence. So, the India came under the rule of the British, especially after the Battle of Plassey and Battle of Bucks, many financial instruments were introduced by the Britishers to make Indians the poor or the weak. Gandhi did advent on the Indian political scene, and he fought for the India's freedom movement. He stood for the cause of peasants, mill workers, fought against the British policies, and Gandhian philosophy was very simple: not force, not physical force, not to kill or harm, rather, not to cooperate, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, quit India movement, fast, request, backward of foreign goods, Swadeshi. These were the instruments or the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi were entirely unique, different. Cottage industry, rural development, creation of the employment on the small scale, education in values, khadi, and Mahatma Gandhi succeeded in making India free by his unorthodox philosophy, we can say. By unorthodox means innovative methods. Gandhi methods was innovative. Fast, request, belief, trust, love, universal brotherhood. Normally, violence begets violence. Violence results violence. But Mahatma Gandhi was non-violent, ahimsa. No force, no coercion, only request, non-cooperation. So, these were the innovative tools, instruments used by Mahatma Gandhi. So, unorthodox methods were there. Even in the very brilliant age of Apple computers, you find be different, alag soch. And this unorthodox approach, so-called the innovative or non-conventional mindset or the approaches can be applied in different fields. It may be in the domain of agriculture, it may be in the domain of health sciences, it may be in the domain of education. Create and believe in the home, the school life. school-like environment to teach your little kids or the children at least up to a standard 3 or 4, just to treat the elements of the patient by using methods that may be different, treating the patient's disorders through yoga, meditation, music therapy, fast exercises. So, over the skin of the world, you find Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was not conventional. Mother Teresa, who won Nobel Prize for peace, for the social work. He sacrificed her life to treat the leprosy patient. This was her unorthodox mind, temperament, and the age. So the Mother Teresa became great. What do you call Mother Teresa? Arunima Sinha, who was amputated, he was thrown off of the train, and she was without legs. But she decided not to compromise with her physical inability. He challenged the orthodox way, the traditional way, that if one is without legs, how one can scale Mount Everest or any of the peaks. Arunima Sinha challenged her physical unfitness and decided to dream to be at the top of the Mount Everest. Sir C.V. Raman, discoverer of Raman effect. Before C.V. Raman, there was the Rayleigh scattering, blue color of the sky, blue color of the ocean water. The scattering was the classical scattering or the Rayleigh scattering, but it was Sir C.V. Raman who was making a journey through sea. And cared to see the blue color of the ocean water, and this provided this journey through the water gave an impulse, an insight to think differently. And the region of blue color of ocean water was an inelastic scattering of light, solar radiation by the oceanic water particles. And it was confirmed experimentally. Before C.V. Raman, there was no experimental evidence. This all is an example of being unorthodox, being a special, to accept the different way of giving a height or the dream to your life. Newton, who gave laws of gravitation, attractive force between two masses, between two bodies. Think of now the moon, the natural satellite revolves around the earth. Natural satellite, the moon revolves around the earth. And the earth revolves around the sun. Many planets are there, 8 planets there, who revolve around the sun. It is due to the laws of gravitation. Gravitational forces between the two bodies, between the earth and the moon, between the earth and the sun. And this Gurutvakashan bal, gravitational force, was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. Newton was sitting beneath an apple tree. An apple fell down. Newton thought, why this apple fell down? The apple should go up. This was an unorthodox, unconventional, innovative way to think, act, and get the result. So that's why one must be unorthodox if one desires to carve out a different world of his mind, of domain, entirely different. Unorthodox never means any kind of rivalry or any kind of reaction with the orthodox. No. Unorthodox is to think different, go by the different path to get the best result. Otherwise, by simply following the crowd or the tradition, we may miss. Because the crowd may be the random or the common idea, may be random, and crowd may be different approaches. If you follow the crowd, if we follow the crowd, what will happen? Our own insight will be lost within the crowd. And we cannot reach where we should actually be. So be different and get the different result in life. Every day, read a book or an article no one is normally reading. Every day, think a topic no one is thinking of. Every day, act in a way that no one is acting. This is how you can be different to get the different and the best result in life. So, be an orthodox, be an innovative to get something new to your life and to this world.